All right. So first and foremost thing, when it comes to programming, programming is like the foundation. Programming becomes a prerequisite if you basically want to go ahead and learn more products or more different types of tools and overall SAS as a platform. Programming is basically a foundation. So when it comes to programming, there are two credentials that are available for you. Now, the first one is called as Programming Associate, and second one is called as Programming Specialist. So Programming Associate is basically for those of you who are really very, very, very new to SAS coding as such. Less than 3 months, you just started. And this basically exam is all about MCQ. So what you expect in this exam is multiple choice questions and short answer questions. Maybe you just have to write 1 word or 2 words or maximum a sentence. So Programming Associate exam is that type of an exam. So the Programming Associate exam, MCQ, short answer, good for people who are very new to coding. And then we have got Programming Specialist. Now, Programming Specialist is an exam, as the name suggests. It's like, specialist. So you are expected to have about, let's say 3 to 6 months of experience at least. This is basically an exam wherein, yes, you will have multiple choices. There will be short answer questions also. And there will be something like a case study, a bit size project kind of questions, coding based questions, wherein you will have to demonstrate your skills and you will have to write program. So this exam is going to test you on all these areas, basically coding based, multiple choice, as well as short answer questions. Now, one more thing about this exam that you have to keep it in mind, that this becomes a prerequisite. So let's assume that you want to go ahead further and you want to learn more about SAS programming, or you are trying to venture out in other areas like clinical trials and so on. So this programming exam is going to be like a prerequisite. So it is always a good start. And if you clear that certification, then obviously you can go ahead and attempt further certifications also for SAS, right? So Programming Associate versus Programming Specialist. Let's talk more in detail about this first credential that you have got, which is called as SAS Certified Associate. Now, please note that this exam is called as SAS Certified Associate Programming Fundamentals using SAS 9.4. Now, every exam comes with, exam ID. There is a code. So for this one is A00215, right? So that is the exam ID. You also need to know that, I am registering for the right exam, isn't it? So that's why that ID is something that we should know. 60 to 65 questions, around 120 minutes, it's 2 hours time. And multiple choice questions, like I was telling you earlier, short answer questions as well. And 68% is the passing marks that you are expected to get as far as this exam is concerned. Now, this exam is administered by SAS, it's a SAS certification, and Pearson VE is our administrator. They will help us to run this exam. Now, this exam, depending on what is your logistics, you can either take it at a test center. Alternatively, it is also online, mode that you can opt for. So you can take these exams right from the comfort of your own home, and it also is quite smooth based on my personal experience, I'll say. So you have to decide what is the mode that you have to go ahead and choose. The second exam is called as SAS Certified Specialist exam. Now, SAS Certified Specialist exam, please notice, is once again using SAS 9.4. SAS as a platform has got many versions, and there are a lot of other exams also. So please notice we have a large bouquet of exams, when it comes to SAS certification. We're just talking about these two over here. And Programming Specialist A00231, that is the ID. Now, 135 minutes is going to be the duration, and 40 to 45 questions is what you are going to expect. Multiple choice questions, yes, expected. Programming questions, that means you are supposed to be coding there. So there will be, like I said, bit size case studies or project kind of questions. So you have to code there and answer or get that expected output. You are also going to have access to documentation. And of course, SAS software in the sense you can use your preferred editor there, whichever is given to you, whatever is given to you available, you can use that. And then the access to the documentation is also going to be there. The passing marks over here is 725, so you are supposed to be getting these many marks if you want to pass this exam. And those questions that are asked to you, they are from the score points or score ranges, which is 200 to 1000, and different areas you will be tested on. So roughly about 20-25% questions will be on accessing data, another 30-40% managing data, error handling, reporting, and so on. And then all those marks, they will be combined, and then finally the weightage will be calculated. And obviously this is all done by SAS. Someone's asking, is there any negative marking? So no, there is no negative marking for this, right? So you earn marks for what you have done correctly. From LinkedIn Learning, but that was a learning, right? You never took the certification exam as such, right? So I have a question in the question and answer. Those are certificates to complete a particular course maybe, but it is not like really you have taken the certification exam, which is via SAS and Pearson VUE, right? So we are talking about that exam in this case. So when you have done your SAS knowledge is knowledge, obviously. But when you're talking about global accreditation and all, then this is the certification that we were mentioning today, right? So that is to be noted. What kind of certificate you have done is what we are talking about is certification. Yeah, watch that. I don't know about, but otherwise also please note that we hear a lot about DAMs and all these exam aids, quote unquote, and so on. But believe me, for SAS exam, if you want to clear them, please study, right? You have to study. That is the way to go ahead and crack the certification. And it is pretty straightforward. As long as you know what is the concepts being asked, you are definitely going to get very good marks. Yeah, definitely. Okay, thank you. Thank you, everyone. I think, yes, we are closing the session now. Yeah, thanks a lot. And hope to see you around. All the best to all of you. Thank you.